Today, let's talk about becoming the person that you truly want to be. This is something that really frustrates a lot of people. This is something that causes a lot of pain in our lives if we don't get right. This is something that's never gonna stop hurting you. Something that will never escape and never disappear from being in the back of your head, because it's something that you need to take care of. It's something that you need to handle. Now, most people go through their life without carefully and specifically designing the type of person that they want to be. They just sort of become as a result of circumstance. They just sort of become as a result of the people around them, all the influences around them, and ultimately who they are is governed by what's going on around them. Instead of taking proactive action and actually defining who you want to be, taking and making a real decision and saying, this is the type of person that I want to be, this is the kind of person that I want to develop into, most people don't do that. Instead, they just end up as they end up. They don't take charge, and in addition to that, with that comes that their life doesn't turn out the way that they want it to be either. So if you don't become the person that you want to be, it's very, very likely that your life will not be what you want it to be either. Because if you want to have the life that you want to have, a lot of the time what's actually required to do that is to become the person who earns that life, to become the person that actually deserves to have those things. And that's something that I stress a lot. And the only reason I do that is because it's probably one of the most important things. If you want to ultimately progress in your life and move forward and get something, if there's a specific outcome or goal that you're after, the only way is to shift who you are as a person. If you're not getting what you want right now, instead of trying to change the circumstances, instead of if you're not making enough money, as a good example, the worst thing, the absolutely last thing that you want to focus on is how the government is not paying you enough, or how your job is just not paying you enough. You can't really control that, but you can influence, once again, through the right action. And the right action would then be to add more value, or to find a different field, a different area where you can contribute more, where you will earn more, rightfully so. That's ultimately the way that you want to shift from thinking. Because if you're thinking in terms of, I need to change the outside world, so the weather is bad, I need to change the weather, maybe you just need to change your approach. That's all it is. Same with making money, same with fitness. Instead of saying, oh well, it should be like this. When you jump on the treadmill, when you start running, it should only take about 5 minutes and then all your fat should just burn off. You know, you want it to be that way, you want to control the world. But the thing is, if it was that easy, it wouldn't be highly something that you wanted to attain. It wouldn't be something that you were going after. It would just be something that everybody had. So the hard things, the things that you actually want in life, require you to become a certain level, a certain degree of a person, somebody who really fully deserves it and earns it and takes on the characteristics that are required in order to have that and in order to sustain that in your life. Look, if you were to win the lottery today, one thing you'd have to do very quickly is learn how to be a millionaire so that you can keep the money. Now, this is a quote I've heard somewhere. I don't quite recall or remember, but it's very, very true. It's ultimately very spot on. If you want to win $1 million, to keep that million, you got to become a millionaire in your mindset. You have to become the type of person who can handle that. The same thing goes for whatever riches, whatever goal you're seeking. Ultimately, if you want those things, you have to first become the person that earns those things. And in addition to that, you want to really focus yourself in a way where you specifically design the type of person that you want to be. Because what you realize is, if you work on yourself, if you make yourself the type of person that you really want yourself to be, you'll have what you want to have. Because those two usually tend to align very, very closely. And so if you can just focus on you, you can get everything else too. Everybody needs a community to be a part of, a group of like-minded individuals that are crushing it in life and pushing for their dreams. This is exactly what our group is all about. If you'd like to become part of this amazing community, click the first link in the description, follow the steps explained in that video, and you can be joining us in no time. I highly recommend you take action on this now. Don't wait, don't hesitate, don't procrastinate. Hit the link, watch the video, and go through the very quick and simple process. And I hope to hear from you soon.